Now, if you want to know how to actually access this, and if you don't see this icon on your Windows computer, firstly, head on over to the Microsoft Store, then search Copilot. You'll see the first application there, and just make sure you click install. After you click install, it should be ready to open on your taskbar, and then you'll see a pop-up like this. Once that's done, you have Copilot installed and you will be ready to go. So now that we're here, you can see that this is exactly what you'll see. Now with this, I find it really effective considering the fact that you have access to essentially advanced voice mode, but on desktop. So on this screen right here, you can see that we have a bunch of different prompts that we can use to start to interact with the software. However, I think one of the ways that you should start to interact with the software is of course through the voice mode. So advanced voice mode is available if you click this icon right here. You'll see.
Good morning, why? How can I give your morning a bit of a boost?
So essentially, it will pop up with this screen that looks like a water background, and it will say the name that is currently on your account. Currently on my account, I don't actually have my name, so it just said the letter Y. Now, with this, you can interact like you would a real person in real time with natural language responses. Now, if you want to do this, just simply respond to what the AI says. Hey, how are you doing? I'm recording a short video on how to use Copilot for Windows.
Sounds like a cool project. What sort of tips or features are you highlighting in your video?
I'm going to be diving into the most basic features so that users can gain a comprehensive understanding from everything from starting with the app all the way to executing complex reasoning with O1.
Lovely. A nice thorough walkthrough. Nice. Make sure to cover things like how to open Copilot in Windows, typing versus voice input options, and some starter commands for productivity. Maybe throw some tips on how to ask Copilot for help with complex stuff like data analysis or summarizing info, so users get a feel for both the basics and the power moves. What part are you most excited to dive into?
So you can see that when I talk to Copilot, it responds to exactly what I'm saying in a rather quick manner, just like any human would. Now, if I don't like the Copilot voice, what I can do is, of course, change this. If I go to voice settings, there's 4 different settings. We have Wave, Groove, Meadow, and Canyon, but my favorite is Wave. If we listen to Groove.
As a companion, I learn about you and help unpack your thoughts. From what's for dinner to whatever you're dreaming about.
We can listen to Meadow.
Let's explore the world together. I can be your sounding board as you work through challenges.
We can also listen to Canyon.
I can get philosophical, creative, or poetic if you like. Think of me as your superpower in your pocket.
But like I said, my favorite is Wave.
I can write stories, brainstorm ideas, and I can sound like this if you choose.
Now, if you don't wish to talk to Copilot anymore, just simply click the X icon and that will exit out of your environment. Now, if you do wish to change the theme, just click the top right. Then what you can do is you can go ahead and of course change the theme from day to night. So for those of you that just love dark mode, which is a lot of you by the sounds of things, you can immediately click the night button. Now let's actually get into what makes this software really useful for everyday use. So for example, let's say we decide to ask this model just some simple questions. We can see that this opens up this rather simple chat interface in which we can converse with the model. So let's say a simple prompt. I'm going to ask it that I want to improve my YouTube channel. And let's send in this message right here. So you can see that we've sent in this message and the message responses come in very smoothly and very fluently. Now, as always, with some responses, what you might want is you might want the AI to essentially respond in a deeper way. So if you're planning something or reasoning through multiple steps, you can see that we have this small button right here that says think deeper. Now, this is essentially giving you access to OpenAI's advanced O1 model, which means that the model is going to think internally about its response and then walk through these steps before it gives you a final response. I can once again make sure I've clicked this and you can see this button pops up that shows me all of these other prompt ideas that are much more detailed. I can pick a career path, plan a complex road trip, code a whole whatever this is, and you can see if I click this, it says make an entire mobile web app that I can copy, yada yada yada, and this gives you the prompt. So I'm going to say help me navigate my YouTube career, ensuring long-term success in the AI niche, and you'll see how long it takes to respond and how it reasons through those problems. Now that I've got this prompt, I'm just going to click enter, and this is where the model is thinking. You can see it's thinking by this icon right here of this strange squiggly line that is going in multiple circles. Now, with OpenAI o1, if you actually do want to see exactly what the model is reasoning with, usually you're able to see the reasoning steps, but because of the Copilot user interface, you can't see exactly how this model is thinking about the solutions. What we can only see is the final output. So we can see we have many different steps here that give us a detailed response that is very lengthy and gives us a really nice format in terms of how things are outputted. I find that this is really effective because it allows you to think deeper about some problems, whereas other problems don't need you to think that much. As always, if you do want to use the voice mode, one thing that I did accidentally forget to tell you is that this model can respond to your prompts with natural language. However, it doesn't have access to the actual internet to be able to fetch the most relevant data. So if you were to ask it, what's the weather like today in London? What is the weather like today in London?
I can't check the current weather since I don't have live data. But London's known for its unpredictable skies, so it might be a good idea to grab an umbrella just in case. What's on the agenda for you today?
So you can see there that this model isn't able to do that. So when you're interacting with this model, just ensure to keep your requests to things that don't require real-time data. Now, if you wish to continue the chat right here, you can simply just message the model after speaking with it with its voice, and you can see you can continue the conversation. So if you want to use some other features such as uploading an image, make sure you start a new chat. So you've got your history button right here. So just click view history. Then we're going to click here, and then this starts a new chat. Now I can upload an image using this plus icon. I can now say, analyze this image and tell me what's there. For some reason, the other image didn't work, but you can see that this image works right here. So it tells you exactly what is going on in this image. Now, of course, surprisingly, you can actually use Copilot to generate images yourselves. So what I can say is create an image based on that description. Then you can see our image was successfully created, to which we can, of course, download the image, and we can literally just save this image right here. So with that being said, there's still a lot you can do with this model despite being very lightweight and not having access to the internet. Now, if you do want access to the internet, of course, make sure you start a new chat or have a chat that isn't voice mode enabled and say, can you check the weather in London? Apologies for the typing noises. But you can see here that I'm able to access the internet as long as I'm not in a voice-enabled chat. So if you'd like to get access to update real-time information, simply ask the model to do so. Just make sure it's not in a conversation to where you were previously having a voice conversation. You can access multiple different articles from various different sources. And of course, you can click forward to these sources to see where the original info has come from. This is something that's remarkably useful because if you want to know something quickly, rather than hopping over to Google, you can simply hop on over to Copilot and then you can find the article right there. You can see this makes it really easy to conduct research that allows you to not constantly access the browser, multiple tabs, enabling smoother browsing.